Welcome to month 7 of my isotretinoin journey. So I am taking isotretinoin 10 milligrams daily for persistent adult cystic acne. So it's day 199 and I am more than halfway through my 7th month. I have not checked in at all, obviously, because I'm just introing this video now. To be honest, I really haven't felt like talking about my skin. There's bigger shit going on in the world at the moment, and my skin has been really good lately. In the last video where I left off, I had some like redness and a healing spot on my chin. The redness was from like spots that had come up and were going down. And since then, I've not had a single issue with my skin. I haven't had any significant spots. I haven't had any like small spots. I haven't had any negative side effects from the medication other than like the dry skin, which you just can't, like, that's what this medication does. It stops your oil production. So obviously, if the medication is working, I'm always going to have that side effect. But otherwise, I haven't had any like aches or pains. I haven't had any headaches. I haven't had any like excessive sun sensitivity with my eyes. So I'm all good. No nosebleeds, nothing like that. Everything has been basically tip top. It's going really well at this point. So I just haven't really like felt like I needed to check in. There's not really anything to say, so why bother? But if I don't check in, I don't have a video for my 7th month, and I do this now. I actually do it more for myself. When I started this series, I did it so people could see like the progress of taking a low dose isotretinoin on pretty bad acne. So yeah, that's kind of where I started, and now I'm like, look, I'm balls deep in this, I may as well finish it. I had someone leave a comment asking for me to talk about how I feel now about my skin and how I felt when I had acne, and I think now is probably a good time to talk about it because I feel like I have really good perspective. It's been, I've had clear skin for quite a while now, so it's been a while, and what I can say is when I get spots now, I instantly remember the trauma of having acne. And I talked about this a little bit in my 6-month video when I had the like tiny little spots come up. And I talked about like, they were small spots, but I talked about being reminded of the trauma and probably not realizing just how much of an impact it was having on me when I had acne. And now when I get a little spot, I'm kind of reminded of like how bad it got, and like I have the fear of, fuck, what if it comes back? Like what happens if the medication stops working and it comes back, which I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like that's probably an irrational fear. But also I think about what's going to happen when I go off this medication. Is it going to come back? If it does, like that, it has a lot of implications for my future. So yeah, I'm a bit like, I'm still a bit scared about all that stuff. When I had acne, I think I had a mindset of just get on with it. Like I did everything that I could to try and clear it up, to no avail. But even though it made me feel like embarrassed, insecure, I was like, don't look at me. I can't smile when I go out because my skin will crack and it will bleed. And people will see my face bleeding, and like it's fucking embarrassing. And it really does a number on your self-confidence. But also, I am an adult and I have responsibilities, and I didn't have the option of just sort of locking myself away in my house and pretending that it wasn't there, basically. So I just sort of got on with it and sucked it up, and it was what it was, basically. And obviously it did get to a point where I was like, this is ridiculous. I can't go on like this. I clearly can't get rid of it. So I need to seek the help of a professional. And I think I am lucky in the sense that, like, I know to do that, because some people don't even know that you can actually get help for acne. So yeah, like I feel I'm glad that I knew to do that. I'm glad I didn't like live with it for years and then stumble across something on the internet somewhere, or someone mentioned to me that, you know, my friend had acne and you can get treatment for it. So I'm lucky in that sense. Now my skin, like with my skin, I'm, you know, back to normal Hayley pre-acne. I'm confident. I don't, you know, like what are you going to complain about with my skin? What you fucking staring at? Like, there's nothing to look at. It's, my skin is fine. I go out without makeup, to be honest, probably more often than I go out with makeup. And I'm happy with it, but I do have that little niggling thing in the back of my mind whenever like something is a little bit different with my skin. I'm like, please don't turn into acne. Like, I can't do this again. Please don't let that be a thing that's going to happen. So yeah, I think there's definitely trauma there. But also I'm extremely lucky that like this is my skin now. It's great. It's doing really, really well. So yeah, I think a lot of people who've had acne and then had it clear up probably feel the same. I have, over like the journey of me filming these videos, I have had some people leave comments like that where they're like, you know, I had acne and I was on this treatment, or I was on isotretinoin, or this happened. And a lot of those comments then end with, but whenever I get a spot, I still have a little bit of a panic because I'm like, what is this? Is this acne coming back? So I don't think I'm like unusual in the way that I feel about this. I think it's probably really normal. So if you have had acne and it's cleared up, let me know down in the comments. Like, do you kind of feel the same way I did? Like, you still remember the trauma and you still sort of have that fear. But while your skin is good, you also feel like really good and normal and chill about it. I'd be interested to see like how other acne sufferers feel about it. Day 210. So this is the end of 7 months on this medication. I've got 5 months to go. I'm finding that I'm really sort of counting down the days now. I'm so ready to be off this medication. I am tired of being on it, and I'm going to talk about why. And it's not like the obvious stuff, you know, like negative side effects and stuff like that. It's really petty, small shit. I'm so sick of shaving my legs. Like, this is totally first world problems, okay? Like, don't fucking come for me. But these are like the little things that just trigger me about this medication. So prior to being on this medication, I was a waxer. But sort of a few months before I went on this medication, I'd started having laser hair removal, and I was getting amazing results. I've never enjoyed shaving. It is time consuming, it's annoying, and razors are motherfucking expensive, especially here in Australia. I know you can get like subscriptions for them and shit, but I'm not about that life. Like, I just want to go to the fucking supermarket and buy a razor if I need one. but I was sort of in a place where I was like, oh my God, I now live a life where I don't have to shave. Like, I don't grow hair where I don't want to grow the hair. My legs, no hair, because I get laser. And I haven't been able to do that. I also can't wax. You can't wax when you're on this medication because it makes your skin really thin, really fragile. If you wax, you can literally rip your skin off your body. Don't worry about taking the hair, worry about leaving the skin behind. And it's little things like that that I miss. Also, like, I miss not being able to go outside and have like this internal and constant anxiety about how much sun exposure I'm getting. It's really nice when you can just put on your sunscreen and go outside and you don't feel like your skin is about to burst into flames. I miss that. I really miss that. And that is something that I have with this medication, like just the fire feeling. And we're getting, like, it's cooling down here in Australia. So the days aren't as hot, but the sun still hurts me. So, you know, that's fun. I also talked in the last clip, I talked about not having any like negative side effects from the medication for quite a while. And that still stands. Obviously the skin sensitivity to the sun is a constant thing along with the dryness. But my eyes have been good. That's nice. But the other day I actually had a nosebleed for the first time in like a really long time. It was a proper nosebleed. She was proper. She was bleedy. So, you know, I feel like while my side effects have really balanced out, leveled out a lot, they can still pop up when they want to. So, you know, I'm just ready to be off this medication. I'm just, you know, like my skin is looking so good, and I understand that, you know, you've got to do the treatment. You've got to take the medication for the time that is like prescribed, because that's what makes the medication work. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish it. But I am ready. And that's why I'm counting down the days. I'm like, 5 months. After that, it'll only be 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. And oh my God, finally I'll be off this medication. And I can then see what happens to my body when it starts to level out, when the medication starts to sort of work its way out of my system. And I can see if it's been successful, if I'm going to go back to having oily skin, like what's going to happen. I am curious about that. And I think because I have, you know, passed the halfway mark and I'm sort of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, I am now thinking about those things a lot more. So there we go. In month 8, I will be seeing my dermatologist again. And the last time I saw him, he talked about how that appointment would be kind of discussing weaning off the medication. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm not really, like, I'm not trying to get in my head about it. I expect he's just going to say keep taking the 10 milligrams daily for the rest of the 12 months, and we'll see you back here when you're going off it. That's what I'm assuming will happen. And if that's what he recommends, then that's what he recommends, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to do it. I've come this far, I may as well fucking finish it. But that's it. Skin, look, skin's good. Skin's fine. I do feel like I'm a bit splotchy looking, especially in this area. I don't really know why, but, you know, maybe I'm like, I feel like I'm such a fucking hermit, like cooped up in the house. Maybe I'm like not getting enough sun. No, that's probably not what it is. I don't know. But yeah, a little bit splotchy today, and I have been for like a week. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just not, like, my skin's not keen on my skincare. I haven't really changed much, but I don't know. No breakouts, so I'm not really that fucking fussed about it, to be honest. Just get on with it. So I'm going to wrap that up there, guys. Bring on month 8. Oh my god. I can't wait for month 8 to be over, because that means I've only got 3 more to go. That's some exciting shit right there. If you guys have done a low dose long-term isotretinoin treatment, let me know how you felt at this stage of your treatment, because yeah, I got some feels. It's excitement, it's impatience, it's a lot. It's a lot going on internally at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.